Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, my dear lecturer, Miss Dian Asautari, and good afternoon to all my friends who watch me right now. In this nice occasion, I would like to present my final project about analysis of the effect of telecommunication time variation and composition on the strength of coconut fiber composite. Before I begin the presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Zidane Al Bayan. I'm a student of Design and Manufacture Engineering, Politeknik Perkapalan Negeri Surabaya. That is my number 0617 040023. I was born in Brebes 9 January 1999. That is my contact via email Zidane Sulaksono at studentppns.ac.id. Alright, in this presentation, there are four content. First is preliminary, which consists of background, research problem, research objective, research significance, research delimitation. And the second is review of related literature, which consists of basic theory. Number three is research method, which consists of flowchart, research method, primary ingredient and tool. And the last is result and discussion, which consists as final project progress. Chapter 1, preliminary. Alright, in this slide, I will explain about the background of my final project. First, Indonesia is the largest archipelago country in the world. A total 162 islands are recorded as a part of Indonesia. As a maritime country, one of transportation to support economic is ships. The government prioritized the maritime sector in national development. This has a positive impact on the domestic shipping to produce ships with various raw materials for product development. Fiberglass is a fiber type of FRP, or fiber reinforced plastic. FRP is a material that is lightweight and easy to form. Many manufacturing industries use FRP as the base of the material for their products. In the manufacturing of FRP, or fiber reinforced wood, fiberglass is an important part. The texture is light, sharp, easily blown by the wind, and can inhale, which is bad for health. Asbestosis is a lung disease caused by long-term exposure to asbestos fibers, in which scar tissue forms fibrosis in the lungs. The lung tissue that forms is unable to expand and contract as it should. Indonesia was recorded to be ranked first in the world in 2016 in coconut producers. Part of coconut plants have many benefits, but the char has less utilization. Coconut char is considered as waste. This is spilled under the coconut plant and then left to rot. Therefore, it is necessary to utilization of coconut char as an alternative natural fiber from synthetic fiber in the manufacture of composite. This composite is environmentally friendly and does not endanger health, so it uses continuously being developed to produce a more perfect and more useful composite. Previously, there was research on the composites reinforcing coconut char and sugarcane fibers to produce tensile strength that meets PKI standards, where the composite can use as a substitute material for wood for wooden ships construction. In this time, the researchers want to know that the effect of magnification immersion time carried out using NRH 5% for 0, 45, and 90 minutes, and the effect of fiber composition as much as 20, 30, and 40% on the tensile test in order to find out the mechanical properties of the composite, where the best tensile will carry out uh, making a prototype in from natural fiber reinforced wood. There is a research problem. The first is how to analyze the variation of immersion time in the fiber telignification process on the mechanical properties on coconut fiber reinforced composites. Second is how to analyze the variation in the addition of fiber to the mechanical properties of coconut fiber reinforced composites. Number three is, can coconut fiber reinforced composites be used in the manufacture of wristwood? And there is a research objective. First is knowing the analysis of the function of immersion time in the telignification process of the mechanical properties of cocoa fiber reinforced composite. Number two is knowing the analysis of variation in the addition of fiber to the mechanical properties of coconut fiber reinforced composite. Number three is knowing that cocoa fiber reinforced composites can or cannot be used in the manufacture of wristwood. There is a research significance. First, add the value to the benefit of plantation waste, especially of coconut husk. Number two is as an effort to develop an environmentally friendly material technology based on natural fiber composites. Number three is knowing the process of making composite. Research delimitation. Number one, the cocoa fiber used is taken from Lumajang coconut plantation. Number two is the type of metric used is Eucalac 157 PKTN EX. Number three is mechanical testing is a tensile test. Number four, delictification carried out using is in alkaline method and AHA 5% for 0, 45, and 19 minutes. Number five, the percentage of fat fiber as much as 20, 30, and 40%. And the orientation of the fibers used is continuously. Number seven, the fiber used is 25 centimeter long continuous fiber and considered as homogeneous in 1 millimeter. Number eight, composite manufacturing technique used is hand lie-up. Number nine, tensile test specimen according ASTM T3039. Chapter 2, review of related literature. In this slide, I will explain the theory that I study from literature. The first, we have a composite. Composite is the type of a material or combination of two or more material where the mechanical properties of the forming material are different. One is material is a filler or matrix, and the other is a reinforcement phase. Composites consist of two material, namely fibers and matrix. Fibers are usually elastic have a good tensile strength but cannot be used at high temperatures where metals are usually ductile, soft and bond when they reach their freezing point. Number two is matrix. Matrix or resin, which is the reinforcing binder in the composite, plays an important role in transferring stresses, protecting the fibers from environment and protecting the fiber surface from erosion. The matrix must have a good compatibility with fibers. And number three, we have a fiber. Fiber is a material that functions as a reinforcement or framework of composite. In a composite material, fiber acts as the main part that holds that main load on the composite. There are two types of fiber beside on the source. There are first natural fiber. Natural fiber come from natural such as plants, animals, and geological process. And the number two is fiber synthesis. There is a man-made fibers. And this is type of fiber is made through a chemical process. Number four, there is a delignification. Delignification or alkaline treatment of fibers is process removing impurities or less effective fibers components such as lignin, hemicellulose, or pectin. The reduction of less effective component will increase the strength of the interface and increase the surface roughness, which results in better interlocking. Number five, there is a coconut char fiber. Char is a part the blanket in the form of coarse coconut fibers. The thickness of coconut char is around 5 until 6 centimeter, consisting of an outer layer, exocarpium, and the inner layer, endocarpium. Coconut fruit contain char about 35% of the total weight of the coconut. Coconut char consists of fiber and cork or pits that connect one fiber to another. One coconut fruit produces 0.4 kilograms of char which contain 30% fiber. The chemical composition of coconut char consists of cellulose, lignin, pyroligneous acid, gas, charcoal, tar, tannins, and potassium. And the last, number six, is tensile test. Tensile test is a mechanical test that aims to determine the strength of a material against the tensile force. By performing a tensile test, we know how the material react to pull force and know the extent to which the material has grown. The tensile test is done by clamping the specimen, then dancing continuously and regularly until it breaks. In this research, the standard of tensile test was used is ASTM 3039. Chapter number 3, research method. In the slide, the consists in this slide, I will explain about flowchart for this research. First is following the flowchart. The first thing to is prepare tools and the materials. And then we make the specimen molds. And the next is the lignification process of coconut char fiber by shocking in NaOH solution with concentration 5% for 0 minutes, 45 minutes, and 90 minutes. Upon reaching the desired time, the lignified fibers are arranged continuously and then mixed with a variety of fibers and resin composition with volume fraction of 20%, 30%, and 40%. Composites that are ready to be reached will perform a tensile test using the ASTM T3039. Then do the calculation and analysis to get a conclusion. The best tensile tests were applied to a prototype natural fiber reinforcement. But this is a research matrix. The variation in this research are the variation of immersion time in the lignification process and the fiber composition. There are main material and tools in this research. There are basin, digital scales, measuring cup, spatula, ruler, cutter, specimen mold, tensile test equipment, coir fiber, and AUHA, resin, catalyst, and the last is aqueduct. Chapter number 4, result and discussion. Chapter I will explain the progress of my final project. For the progress that I have done in accordance with the flowchart is first, I have prepared the tool and materials like cocoa fiber and AUHA, aqueduct, and digital scales. And then we make molds for specimen in accordance with ASTM T3039. The third stage is washing the lignified the fiber using 5% NaOH for 0 minutes, 45 minutes, and 90 minutes. Then the fiber is mashed to become powder. Then the fiber powder is tested for density using a pictometer. Next, after test for density using a pictometer, next all I have to do test the sample from the fiber using is a FTIR device to see if the shocking and washing process I have done is correct. After that, we go to next step. There is a manufacture of composite, tensile test, data processing, and the last is making resboot prototype. The results and discussion of this research is the calculation of the composite material and the results of the tensile test then has been out so that it can be seen which composition and orientation has the highest tensile strength. Okay, there is a research schedule for this research. In April, I was supposed to do is a tensile test, but due to something problems, the implementation schedule was delayed. There is my reference and okay, I think that is all from me. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.